It's Wednesday, February 15th. You're listening to Your Florida Daily. I'm Katrina Scales. A dramatic accusation in the lawsuit against the family of Brian Laundrie. An attorney for the parents of Gabby Patito says he knows of a letter that referenced Brian Laundrie's mother offering him a shovel to bury Gabby Patito's body. The Patitos are suing the Laundries for emotional distress in relation to Gabby's death during a cross-country road trip with Brian, her fiancé. Gabby's remains were found in a national forest in Wyoming, and her death was ruled a homicide. The FBI says before taking his own life, Brian wrote in a notebook that he was responsible for Gabby's death. The lawyer for Patito's parents said the letter had an envelope that read, "Burn after reading." A defense attorney for Laundrie's parents, though, said the letter about the shovel is irrelevant to the lawsuit and that it predates the couple's road trip. The case is set for trial in August. Florida lawmakers are moving ahead with a bill that would make it harder to pass amendments to the state constitution. A state House panel approved the measure yesterday. It would raise the threshold needed to pass an amendment from 60% voting yes to 2/3. Republican and Democratic lawmakers disagree on the measure.
The problem with constitutional amendments is they're very hard to repeal once they get in. So I think a higher bar is the right standard.
We're here to do the people's work, and I want to make sure that we are listening to the people, and I don't think that this is going to make it easier for them to have a voice.
If the legislature approves the measure, it would require approval from voters in 2024. And workers with Disney's largest union head back to the bargaining table today. The members of the Service Trades Council recently rejected a contract offer, saying the initial raise to $16 an hour wasn't enough. Universal Orlando announced yesterday it would raise its minimum wage to $17 an hour later this year. Find these top stories along with breaking news, weather, and traffic all day on clickorlando.com. And now, a completely random Florida fact. Speaking of Disney, Walt Disney's parents were married in Lake County, west of Orlando, in a tiny town called Kismet, which no longer exists. Kismet went from a citrus town to a ghost town after the big freeze of 1889 and was eventually absorbed by the Ocala National Forest. Your Florida Daily is produced by News 6 WKMG in Orlando. I'm Katrina Scales. You can subscribe for new episodes wherever you like to listen.